What's up everybody, it's not most critical here, and today I'm doing a deep dive on Jujutsu Kaisen. What in the heck went wrong with the clans of this anime? Now don't get me wrong, I actually really like JJK. It's got top tier fights, great characters, and some memorable moments. But the clans? Oof. The way they're written is like they were an afterthought Gege threw in just to give Maki a reason to bunch her relatives. Today I'm breaking down exactly why the clans in JJK are basically just random collections of jerks, and how Zenin Clan specifically completely tanked Maki's story arc. From the pointless family feuds to the bizarre power-ups, JJK clans make about as much sense as a clown trying to juggle water balloons. Okay, so before we start pulling apart the Zenin mess, let's just establish what a clan is supposed to be in a shonen anime. In most shonen anime, a clan means something. They've got history, a family trademark ability, and some kind of deep-rooted philosophy. Clans are supposed to make you feel like, oh man, this guy's carrying the weight of his entire bloodline. It's supposed to mean something. But here's the kicker. In JJK, these so-called clans mean absolutely nothing. Like in Naruto, the Uchiha clan isn't just a bunch of edgy kids with Sharingan. It's a whole tragic family history of betrayal, power, and trauma. You see the Uchiha crest, and you know that means something. You know there's history behind it. But in JJK, the Zenin crest is just a fashion accessory. There's nothing there. You could swap out the name Zenin for random family number 43 and literally nothing would change. The Zenins don't have legacy, they have nothing that binds them together as a clan except being jerks to each other. They are like Pokemon subreddit whenever Game Freak drops a new Pokemon game. It's incredible how Gege managed to make a clan feel so pointless. Zenin Clan is probably the most supporting group of people I've seen in anime. They're supposed to be this ancient super elite family in the Jujutsu world. They're rich, they're powerful, they're feared, but apparently they're also a bunch of mouth-breathing morons who can't even recognize their own talent. Like, there are these elitists, close-minded morons who think cursed energy is the only thing that matters. There's no depth here, no legacy beyond who has cursed energy and who doesn't. It's like watching an entire family collectively decide to gatekeep each other for fun. And let's not forget, this clan that's all about strength and power, besides that Toji, the guy who's basically a walking natural disaster, doesn't fit their standards, because he doesn't have cursed energy. Yeah, real big brain moves there, Zenin Clan. We have a powerhouse who could single-handedly turn the dice in any battle, but nah, he doesn't have magic energy, so let's treat him like a nobody. This would be like the Uchiha clan casting out Itachi because his Mangekyo didn't glow the right shade of red. It's that dumb. And sure, you could say, well, that's just how toxic the Zenin Clan is. But here's the thing, if a family is supposed to be elite and powerful, they would want someone like Toji. The Zenins are all about strengths. They should be obsessed with making Toji their weapon, not throwing him out because he doesn't fit their outdated mold. It's like having LeBron James in your family and telling him he's worthless because he doesn't play soccer. It's like watching a sports team bench their best player because his sneakers aren't the right color. This kind of logic just breaks the immersion. It makes the Zenins look like absolute idiots, not an elite clan with an actual plan or history. There's no depth, no inner conflict, just surface level stupidity. I swear to God, I can actually sum up all of Toji's backstory with this one clip.
Just tell me, why won't you adopt me?
I'm not gonna say it!
Why won't you adopt me?
Because you're black!
And the rest of the Zenin clan, yeah, they're just bullies for no reason. It's like watching the Mean Girls from Mean Girls, except somehow dumber. Zenins are just mean. They're a one-dimensional toxic family that exists solely to antagonize Maki. And I get it, you need villains. But come on, give them some actual depth. In Naruto, the Uchiha clan is driven by pride, by betrayal, by decades of mistrust. With the Zenins, it's just, if you don't have cursed energy, you're worthless, and that's it. No backstory, no philosophical clash, just one note played over and over. It's like they were written to be hated and nothing else. Another thing that makes zero sense is the powers in these clans. A clan should have like a signature move or technique. That's the whole point of having them. It's a family thing. It's why you know an Uchiha when you see a Sharingan, or you recognize the Hyuga's Byakugan and Gentle Fist. But in JJK, Zenin clan's power are about as consistent as my sleep schedule. There's no unity, no family technique. It's like Gege spun a wheel of random powers and just handed them out. So we've got Toji, who has a heavenly backed and who's all physical strengths. We've got Megumi, who summons overpowered monsters like Maharaga, and then a bunch of random Zenin members with curse techniques that don't connect to anything. You could throw these characters into separate families and nothing would change. The Zenins have no unity in their abilities. It's just chaos. Imagine if the Uchiha clan had one guy with a Sharingan, another guy with, I don't know, beast transformation, and the third dude with shadow manipulation. You'd be like, what the the heck is this mess? That's exactly what the Zenins are. A big ol' mess with no rhyme or reason. Now let's talk about Maki, cause oh boy. Her story was supposed to be one of overcoming her family's ridiculous expectations. She was this underdog born without cursed energy who wanted to prove herself by being strong, by beating the odds. She was fighting for her right to exist in her family in a world that constantly looked down on her. That's actually a solid arc, but somewhere along the way, Gigi decided to take a hard turn left. They took Maki from a relatable underdog with her own goals and suddenly turned her story into this half-baked feminist agenda about her breaking free from the oppressive male-dominated family. It's like Gigi threw it in just because he attended a feminism seminar that day. There's no real setup or depth to it. Maki's story stopped being about proving herself and just turned into men bad, Maki smash. It's lazy, it's shallow, and it doesn't feel earned. Brett sure that there will be a lot of people in the comments who will say, "That's not true. Gigi wouldn't put politics and agendas into JJK. You're just making stuff up." My brother, Maki's cousin's final evil transformation is in the shape of the freaking female reproductive organ. His domain expansion is a womb. If you don't see that as evidence, then congratulations, my friend. You are delusional. With Maki, they threw all subtlety out the window. They made her character so one-dimensional and robbed her of the actual struggles that made her interesting in the first place. Alright, now let's get to the most ridiculous part. Maki's sudden transformation into a budget Toji. I swear, it's like Gege decided to skip character development and just give her a power up by hitting copy and paste. So she trains, goes through this rushed arc, and suddenly she's Toji 2.0. Zero cursed energy, but she's a walking tank with insane physical abilities. And they try to pass this off as character growth. Like boom, she's suddenly unstoppable because she embraced her inner strengths or whatever nonsense they threw at us. But what this really is, it's lazy shortcut writing. Instead of letting Maki evolve in her own way, Gege just slapped Toji's powers onto her and called it a day. There's no nuance, no struggle, no gradual progression. She went from struggling to be taken seriously to, oh, I'm basically an indestructible powerhouse now. It's like if they took Sakura from Naruto, gave her a Sharingan out of nowhere, and said, yup, she's a new Itachi. This makes no sense. It doesn't feel earned, and it's straight up lazy. We're supposed to believe that Maki is this unstoppable force now because she's Toji 2.0? Come on, instead of making her a unique character with her own growth paths, they turn her into a clone with recycled powers. So honestly insulting to both Maki and Toji as characters. Maki loses her family, goes through a rough patch, and suddenly, bam, she's got Toji's level of strength. It's not earned, it's not gradual, it's just handed to her because the plot said so. Toji was unique because he had no cursed energy but was still a powerhouse. He was an exception, not the rule. Giving Maki the same power just waters down what made Toji interesting. Now she's basically him, but with less backstory and motivation. She's not her own character anymore. She's just filling in for a role that was already filled by a much better written character. If they wanted to make Maki strong, they could have done it in a way that felt like her own journey. Instead, they gave her a cookie-cutter Toji power-up with zero nuance. It's like they took all the complexity of her character and just replaced it with, hey look, now she can punch things really hard. No build-up, no development, just brute force because the story demanded it. When you look at all of this together, it's just a massive waste of potential. Zenin Clan could have been interesting. They could have explored family trauma, expectations, and real power struggles. But instead, we get one-note villains and Maki's half-baked journey to becoming a knockoff Toji. Honestly, Jujutsu Kaisen has such a good setup with Maki. She started off as this black sheep in her family wanting to prove herself despite everyone looking down on her. That's relatable. But instead of giving us something meaningful, we get a family dynamic so shallow it's barely even there. There's no complex bond, no bittersweet moments, just constant over-the-top toxicity. Now imagine if they actually given us real character development. Maybe made the Zenin Clan members torn about Maki, or even made some of them question the family's traditions. But no, instead we get one-dimensional elitists whose sole function is to hate on Maki. It's so on the nose it feels like a parody. And the thing is, when you're watching Naruto, clans like the Uchiha or even the Hyuga have these layered dynamics. Neji's struggle with destiny, Hinata's quite resolved to prove herself. Those are characters fighting against expectations of their family, but in a way that feels real. But with Maki, Zenas basically throw her into a cage and shout, no cursed energy? Worthless. They are not characters, they're cardboard cutouts. Let's talk about Itachi for a second, because that dude is a gold standard when it comes to complex family-centered character writing. He's a guy who's forced to choose between his loyalty to his family and his duty to the village. Every choice he makes has a purpose and you feel the weight of it. Itachi's story story is tragic, it's moving, and most importantly, it feels earned. With Maki, it's like they wanted her to be tragic too, but didn't want to put in the work. She goes from wanting to prove herself to her family to wiping them out with almost zero emotional weight. It's just violence for the sake of violence. There's no real reflection, no sense of loss or sacrifice. It's like they skipped all the character moments and jumped straight to the action scenes. You compare that to Itachi and it's night and day. Itachi's story actually explores what it means to be a part of a family with a dark history, and he's constantly wrestling with his choices. Every fight, every conversation he has with Sasuke, there's weight there. But with Maki, it's just her family being awful and her taking them out like it's a bad soap opera with knives. There's no nuance, no deeper meaning, it's just shallow. I was originally planning to make this video and even split between all three major clans, but I didn't think they even count as clans to begin with. Let's talk about the Gojo clan, or should I say Satoru Gojo's solo act. Yeah, this is the whole Gojo clan, just one guy. This man is the entire clan. If Satoru Gojo decided to quit Jujutsu and open a bakery, the Gojo clan would literally cease to exist. That's it, the legendary Gojo bloodline ends with him. It's like the Uchiha clan was just Itachi and no one else. No Madara, no Sasuke, no history. It's just Gojo with no family history to back him up. No tradition, no pressure, no nothing. Just a dude with OB powers and a cool name. If you're calling it a clan, maybe try, having more than one person in it. Clans are supposed to be a legacy. Gojo's legacy is, being really good at infinity, I guess. I don't believe I can actually give more than 2 sentences to the Kamo clan, so I will sum up my thoughts on them in one word. Where? So yeah, that's the clan situation in JJK. You've got a family system that feels slapped together, and Maki's journey hijacked by a half-baked agenda and power-ups that don't feel earned. There's no cohesion, no real legacy, and definitely no emotional weight. The Zenin Clan's a dumpster fire of bad writing, and they didn't do Maki any favors by turning her into a discount Toji. Look, I like Jujutsu Kaisen. The fights are fun to watch, and the characters look cool. But these clans, they are dumpster tier compared to other shonen like Naruto and Hunter x Hunter. If you're watching JJK for complex family dynamics and world building, prepare to be disappointed. The fanbase can hype up Maki and the Zenin clan all they want, but they are a far cry from what a clan should be. It's wasted potential. Anyways, that's all I've got. Jujutsu Kaisen's still good, still has a couple of fun fights, but man, the clans are just not it. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe the video. If you found it interesting, then you will probably find the one where I trash Blue Lock Season 2 interesting as well. If you disagree with me, or if you want to send me any unalivement threats, feel free to use the comment section for that purpose. I will make sure to read all of your nasty comments.